you and I get. Once we're baptized into that family of God, then we have the same deal. If we walk faithfully through this world, as Jesus did, follow him. He said, "Come, follow me." If we follow him faithfully, we will follow him all the way back to the Father's kingdom. But we have to have those eyes of faith, because plenty of people walked around Jesus, were near him, heard him talk, everything else. Just like there's lots of people that go to Mass, and they see the Eucharist. They see his precious blood. And they don't recognize that as true God and true man in what looks like something just regular. Because they won't open their hearts and their minds and their eyes of faith. And it's a gift to us. And he comes to us, a lot of times we'll say, well, if I was God and wanted somebody to believe in me, I'd do something real cool. I'd like fly around the room or something really neat like that so they'd know I was God and then they would believe in me. Well, think about it. That's like sort of paying somebody to be your friend. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. God wants us to believe in him for who he really is, because we get to know him by spending time with him, by praying, talking to him, adoring him in the Blessed Sacrament. He wants us to get to know him as fully human, like us. He can relate to us, but also as fully God, that after we relate to him, he can also do everything for us. Because there are other people we might feel we get to know and we trust, and we'd almost give our lives to, that we love, but they can't do everything for us. But this man, this fully human man, is also God. So when you fall in love with him and you get close to him, not only do you have his humanity as your best friend, that you can love and will love you back, but he is also God. So he has all the power, everything. So this God-man can fall in love with you as a human, and you can love his humanity. But he also happens to be, God. And so he can come through with any promise he makes. He can come through with everything that we need. And that's an amazing friend. That's why he came and took on our humanity. To be the best friend we could ever have. The best lover we could ever have. The best one to give our lives to we could ever have. Because he also happens to be God. That's an amazing deal. So brothers and sisters, there was a great price paid, as Gerardo said at Mass, a huge price paid by him for our chance to love and to know him. He paid the price already in advance. And that huge price gives us the opportunity to know him, to love him, and to allow him to be our God with all of his power, all of his might. Everything that is possible for God becomes possible for us when he's our best friend. When we truly know him and give him our friendship. When we're faithful to him. Because that's why a friend is a friend to you, right? You're faithful to them. You give them your friendship. And you're faithful in that. And that's what we're called to be to Jesus. But the only way you can do that to somebody is not reading a book about them. It's not even reading stories about what they've done or not done. The only way you can do that with a person, Jesus as a person, is to spend time with them, to get to know them, to do stuff with them, to keep them around you as much as you can every day so you get close. You have different experiences together, good ones, bad ones, when you're happy, when you're sad. And then you come to know that person. You can literally be their friend and give your friendship to them, which gives them permission to give you their friendship. And that's how it works with Jesus. So this hypostatic union, this man, God, 100% man, 100% God, is too much to sort of figure out how it works. We don't want to figure out how it works. But we do know why. And the why is all for you and me. It's all a good thing, a good deal, for you and for me. So what we're going to do now is spend just a short amount of time with that God-man. A person who's fully human, who understands your feelings, your hurts, or your joys, your temptations. Remember, he allowed the devil to tempt him. So he even knows how good the devil is at tempting. He knows all that. And you can become close to him and share that with him. But the kicker is, that friend is also God. And he can do anything.